Okay, ready, go. Go. Ready, go. Go. Yeah, so let's take a look at what you're doing here. So first of all, your backswing is fairly small. Mm-hmm. The club goes only about this much, about 45 degrees here.
Right.
And also in the down the line view, you will see that it's a fairly flat here.
Right.
So essentially what happens is you have a right arm dominant swing.
Okay.
You don't allow enough backswing, and you just try to bring here and then hit the ball with the right arm.
Okay.
So in order to generate enough speed, for example, of the club head, then you need two things. One, your effort. That means your muscular effort. Another one is the range of motion. Okay? And if you have a small backswing, then you lose the range of motion. That means you lose time for acceleration. And then so in order to reach to the same speed, for example, then you have to put a lot more effort.
Okay.
And then also from here, when you use the arms a lot, then you're not putting much effort to that either.
Okay.
So you are basically, you have a disadvantage in terms of your muscular effort and also the range of motion.
Okay.
So the only way we can change this is increase the range of motion first, and also engage these bigger muscles. That way, you will be able to catch both the rabbits with the one stone or one session, right?
Okay.
So we'll focus on first increasing the backswing and also engaging the lower body.
Okay.
Because in golf, we have to hit the ball, with a good impact conditions. So when your motion becomes really big, then oftentimes, you lose the connection.
Right.
So that's why you're afraid of making big motion.
Right.
And then so go about here and then try to hit the ball. And also, common, conception is that when you use your lower body more, then again, it becomes unstable. But it's not true.
Okay.
And so as you repeat the motion back and forth, the body knows how to control the timing and the impact position. So even if you use your lower body more actively, still you will be able to make a good contact. So you have to get away from that the fear of losing.
And that applies
accuracy.
to driver, all irons,
Yes,
everything.
yes. So basically, we'll develop this movement pattern using the driver, but you will be able to use the same thing in the irons,
Okay.
even in the short wedge shots.
Okay, great.
So overall flow is really important. So now, let's start with in order to engage your lower body more, let's start with the kettlebell.
Okay.
This is a 10-pounder. And hold it with your palms forward. And then it's important to maintain reasonable forward lean. Okay. So don't, stand up. And then in this position, you will swing it back and forth. But for the time being, consider that the whole upper body is a single unit. Okay, so you have no freedom within the upper body.
Okay.
So you are rotating the whole upper body as one unit by using these muscles and the leg muscles.
Okay.
So instead of engaging these muscles a lot. Okay.
Okay.
So swing, 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 and try to use these muscles here, and also leg muscles. Particularly when you use the knee flexion extension more actively, then you will be able to swing it, with in an easier way. So swing, swing, and then in doing this, okay, stop. And then in doing this, let's try to maintain this plane more vertical. So instead of going in too much, just try to move the kettlebell more along the vertical plane here. Yes, then you will have to let the arms go away from the body slightly. Swing, 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 And use your lower body a bit more actively. Shift and then shift, turn, here, swing. So the whole motion should come from more active lower body instead of upper body action. It's just turn the whole upper body as one unit. Swing. 1, 2, 3, wind up, let it go. Okay, again. So keep the arms straight and use your lower body more. Swing, swing, swing. 1, 2, 3, and throw. Yes. So in your case, it's not because you cannot use the lower body, but rather you don't use your lower body. Okay.
I'm supposed to use it, I just don't.
Yeah. So it will be a bit easier. Some golfers, it's hard to engage the lower body, but in your case, it's just a matter of your choice or what you are used to.
Okay.
But yeah, so again, swing one more time. You try to engage your lower body more actively. Yes, now you have confidence. So you're swinging it with your lower body action. Very good. Swing, swing, swing. 1, 2, 3, and throw. Swing, swing. 1, 2, 3, and throw. Yeah, in doing that, try to have equal effort in both ways.
Okay.
When you initially swing back and forth, and then when I start count, still equal amount. Okay. However, increase the magnitude. 1, 2, 3, and boom. Okay. So, okay, ready, go. Swing, swing, swing. 1, 2, 3, and swing. Swing, swing, swing. 1, 2, 3, and swing. Yeah. So in order to increase the amplitude, you just engage your lower body more actively instead of intentionally using the arms.
Okay.
Okay, you passed the kettlebell test. So this is not a problem at all. Okay. In your case, you are just somehow you are used to the swing pattern that does not involve the lower body.
Okay.
But it doesn't mean you cannot use the lower body. Now, using the rope, swing back and forth. But here's a big difference between the rope and the kettlebell. Kettlebell is short. It's heavier than this. This one is lighter, but it's flexible. So you cannot control the motion with the wrist. So every time when we change the device, then you have to understand the physical characteristics of the device. Okay. And you have to start working with the device. So now it's longer, it's flexible. So this is not good. So you have to use the whole body motion to guide the rope properly.
Okay.
Yeah. No need to swing hard in the downswing. This time, try to have equal effort in both directions.
Okay.
Okay. So we have to increase the backswing size. So you have to have active backswing. So just try to swing it back and forth with the similar effort. Swing. What is your lower body action that you had with the kettlebell? Yep. Very good. Yep. So still here, in a sense, you will still turn the whole upper body as one unit, okay, although you will add the arm motion at the end. So it's not as strict as the kettlebell swing. Okay. But still, when you start the rotation, try to use the whole body, to turn the whole upper body together, and then add the arm motion, okay, both ways, and then engage your lower body more. Increase the backswing speed. Increase the backswing speed. Backswing speed. Yes. Oh, currently your spine axis is really good. Good lean angle here.
Okay.
And then although you tend to turn this way a bit in the downswing, however, now the rope motion is really good.
Okay.
So let's continue this. But in the downswing, try to swing the rope toward me.
Okay. Instead of this way?
In the faster backswing, maintain similar speed both ways. Yep. Yep. And now, when you hurry too much, then the motion becomes unstable.
Okay.
So you have to have enough time here and enough time here.
Okay.
So toward the end of the turn, still it's a faster swing, but then have more time so that your lower body can prepare.
Okay.
And then let it go, and then also your lower body prepares and then bring it back.
Okay.
So again, engage the lower body more,
Okay.
and they have more time at the end of the turn. Having more time does not mean slow down the motion. Still, you should be fast enough.
Okay.
But once it goes here, wait until it wraps around your body. But your body is still preparing for the next turn here in the opposite direction. So try to move the body continuously, no stop. Move the body continuously and have more time here, more time here. That's better timing, yeah. Still is fast enough, but you are not rushing. And then throw the rope this way, not inward, yes. So you have to let it go instead of pulling it in. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Okay, so now I will record this.
Okay.
Your rope swing is really stable now.
Okay.
When I say let it go, I often get this question from YouTube viewers. Let it go means using the momentum of the rope and then arms, and then let it continue instead of you force the motion, near the impact or even beyond the impact.
Okay.
So on the way down, particularly, you will develop enough speed of the arms and club or rope, and then using the momentum, just to let it go.
Okay.
Instead of try to force it.
Okay.
So if you just let it go, then the rope will basically come this way. When you try to force it all the way, then it goes this way.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, then let's record this. Okay, let's go. Swing, 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 swing. 1, 2, 3, and boom. Yeah. Swing, 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 swing. 1, 2, 3, and boom. So after 3, all you need to do is just have good shoulder wind up and then let it go. But now, because this is flexible, it goes all the way around the body. It's not a problem. But then when you use the club, whether you will allow it to go this far or stop it,
Right.
that's the question, right?
The brain.
Now, the rope swing is really good. Let me record from this direction.
Okay.
And then we'll move on to the next one. All right, ready, go. Swing, use your lower body more. Swing, 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 swing. 1, 2, 3, and swing. Swing, swing, swing. 1, 2, 3, and swing. Yes. So when you have a good wind up after 3, then you can really let it go. Yeah, yeah. This is good. So, so first from there, you see. Yeah, this is really good. This is very different from your initial swing. So now your hands go to about shoulder height.
Okay.
Okay. It's below the shoulder in your original swing. It's also going quite flat here.
Yeah.
But with the rope swing, yeah, the swing plane is quite consistent. That means that you have a reasonable amount of backswing turn, and then the hands are not going too far back.
Okay.
Okay, this is good. Now, before we move on to the club swing, let's use the orange whip this time. This is what I got recently. And then swing this back and forth.
Okay.
And then think this is a rope, because it has a little bit of flexibility, right? Okay. Although it's heavier than the rope. Okay. Swing it back and forth again.
The same swing?
But instead of fighting, respect the inertia of the whip here, and then try to work with the whip. Yeah. And particularly feel the motion of the end of the whip. Now here, when you have the orange whip or the club here, then you tend to start using the right arm more.
Okay.
So the right arm takes over.
Okay.
But instead, pay attention to the motion of the left arm here. So on the way up here, try to keep the left arm about here, and then this will give you good alignment of the whip. But when you have more dominant the right arm, then it goes this way here. The whip goes this way.
Okay.
Because in order to maintain the whip this way here, and your shoulders turn 90 degrees, then your arm should have a supination. It's called a supination here. And you have to align it this way. But naturally, if you keep about this posture, then it has to go this way. And it's easier to control the direction with the left arm here. So when you align the whip at the top, try to use the left arm to align the whip more toward me. Okay? So feel the left arm motion. Yeah. So it is okay to pass this horizontal position, okay, and then keep moving it, but still it's fairly along the swing plane, so it's not a problem.
Okay.
But if it really goes this way here, moving away from the swing plane, then you have to adjust this before you start the downswing. The
okay,
swing becomes more complex.
Right.
So when you go up here, then using the left arm, try to align this more this way. Yeah. So instead of using your right arm a lot. Yeah. Then you will be able to keep really consistent swing plane. Yeah. Now start. The right arm starts taking over.
So am I pushing it this way, or what am I doing with the right arm that's causing that?
Here, if you also look at your grip,
it's very strong.
You need to hold it more like this, and then keep the, here, let's go back to the setup position.
Okay.
In the setup position, try to hold the index finger a bit longer, and then keep a good angle here. So hold it more like this. And then keep your thumb here, and then go up. So from there, yeah, you will just maintain this position. And then instead of holding it tight here, when your right arm becomes quite tight, then the only way you can continue is the head of the club or the...
Do we want that or no?
No, not this way. It has to go more this way here.
Right.
So use the left arm to control the direction of the whip. And then as you repeat the swing, make sure that you don't use the right arm more and more. Once the right arm starts taking over, then the backswing plane becomes flatter, and you will see that more crossover. So make sure you are paying attention to the left arm motion here. Swing, 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 swing. Yeah, so when you let the club go using the momentum, then the club will keep moving this way and then end up somewhere here. But if your arm starts taking over, then you will influence the motion of the club, right?
Okay.
So make sure that you will use the momentum of the club and then go to that position here. Particularly this is easier because it has a heavy head. Yeah, feel the momentum and let it go. Yep, that's better. Now, as you do, no need to intentionally create a lot of bending here. Okay, and particularly on the way down, instead of pushing it out this way, try to just pull it along the shaft.
Okay.
As if you are drawing a sword. Okay, instead of cutting something, just draw the sword on the way down. Then it'll be a lot easier. The body is on the way down. The body is opening too early. So again, your goal is to draw the sword and then let it go toward the target instead of turning the body too early. Yeah, develop the momentum and then let it go. This time you stopped it here. So let it go more. Yeah, swing. So instead of intentionally try to stop it with your right arm during the backswing, let it go enough so that the head of the whip comes down here.
Okay.
But in doing that, maintain the plane consistently. Swing, swing. Here. And also, this is similar to the rope swing and the kettlebell swing, but for the moment, try to put equal effort both ways instead of trying to put more effort in the downswing. So what happens is when your intention is to put a lot of effort here, you don't let it go.
Okay.
Because you want to use the right arm and then push the right arm here. That's why it will stop it short, and then you start using the arm here. So when you have equal amount of effort in both ways, just to feel the rhythm here, and then finally you have good wind up and then let it go. We can always do 1, 2, 3, and then let it go, right? So before that, when you swing back and forth, try to have a similar effort in both ways. Yeah, similar effort both ways. So in the backswing, it should be a bit faster. Yeah. Faster, and then here, no need to rush. Remember, when we do the rope swing, let it go and then let it wrap around.
Okay.
So imagine that you are still swinging the rope, then you have to wait until the rope goes around your body.
Okay.
At the top here. So no rush. Okay, when you have enough time, then you have a less bending. Left arm, put more effort with the left arm. Control the holding with the left arm. That's better. Yes, swing. 1, 2, 3, and swing. So this will be somewhere between the rope and the club. Okay. It's flexible, but it's heavier. So when you work with the whip really well, something like this happens. You let it go enough. Do not fight here. Let it go enough and have more time. And on the way down, you're just drawing the sword. Okay. So no need to dominate the whip with your arms. Okay. So let it go to the the horizontal position, all the way to horizontal position. Yeah, that's okay. And then with that, try to control the direction of the whip with the left arm more. Swing. So if you turn your shoulders enough during the backswing, then you don't have to fight using your arms. Yeah. Continuous turn of your shoulders. Yeah. And also you'll be able to use your lower body more as you do that. Yeah, give enough turn, and then using the lower body, you start the downswing. Yes. This time you stopped. Yeah, so let it go enough. So this is the idea. Let it go enough. And then when you have a good turn here, you have to use your body to start the downswing. But if you cut it short by using the arms, then you will use the arm on the way down. Then you will eliminate the participation of the lower body.
So to get more shoulder turn, am I going more down with the shoulder? Or am I going more this?
So just to try to maintain the axis, but right. Instead of try to put the right shoulder back too much, rather try to put the left shoulder in more this way. Yeah, yeah. So instead of putting focus on the right shoulder, just to try to move your left arm here and going to this position here. This is enough. So because the left shoulder will eventually lead the left arm on the way down, so you want to have a good left shoulder, left arm position here. From here, when you start using the body and then bring it down and then let it go, you'll keep moving this. So here, put your right hand on your waist to here, swing the left arm back and forth easy. No need to relax a little bit. Relax, and then imagine the arm plane. Okay, so the arm is moving along a plane here. Try to align the arm plane toward the target. Yeah. Swing, swing, swing. And if the left arm goes more in here, then from this position, naturally, it'll go either this way here, or to compensate that, in your case, early on, you will turn the body quickly, right, and then try to pull it this way here.
Right, so, I do that.
Yeah. So when you have consistent arm plane, go here and then throw. Yeah. That will guide which direction you have to swing, and then with that you have a better feel of how to time your body turn. If you turn body too early, then you tend to bring it in, right?
Right.
But if this is your goal, guiding the arm along this plane, let it go still. When you add effort, let it go still, it will be in this direction.
Definitely.
Yeah. So this is how you sort of visualize your hand motion. Yeah. Yes. Now, we'll try that with the club. So initially, just to hold the club with your left arm only. Choke up a little bit, it'll be easier if you choke up, yeah. So with that, still your right hand on your waist, and then swing it back and forth. You don't have to swing really hard. So here, you have to maintain reasonable plane here. The club plane and your arm plane are different.
Okay.
The arm plane is usually 10 degrees steeper than the club plane.
Okay.
So as you go here, the hands will go a bit higher here, and they come down, and then let it go like this. So you have to use this motion. If you just bring it down, it hits the ground. You have to let it turn. You have to use this shoulder motion here. Let it go this way. You have to use this shoulder, the wrist motion here.
Okay.
Yeah. And in doing that, instead of putting effort in here, pay attention to the overall hand motion, back and forth. So it's easy. Go easy, just an easy swing. See how your hands are moving. With the shoulder turn, reasonable shoulder turn. Here. Go to the top. go to the top here. Your club is way upright. You have to keep it this way. Remember, you have to maintain consistent plane here,
Okay.
and the consistent arm motion plane. Then you don't want to move it away from the string plane too much. So you have to go actually this way here, right?
Wow.
And then bring it down. Part of the reason why you want to cut it short is because if it goes a bit upright, if you keep doing it, then it will way crossover like this. So only when you just cut it short about here, then you can prevent the club head to go too far away from the swing plane. But with this alignment, if you add more shoulder turn here, it'll go here. So still the club head is near the swing plane, and then let it go. Now let's use both hands. Relax your wrist. You can hold it, where you normally hold. And then relax your wrist arms. Now you have the rope here, okay? Consider this as rope.
Right.
And then relax your wrist and arms, and then just let it swing back and forth. And guide the hands properly, and also club head properly. Okay, here, just a second. Yeah, if you look at the left arm motion, you have to go here instead of here. You have a tendency of keeping the left arm really flat here. That's why it stops here. You have to let it go a bit more to this position.
So that's how I'm going to turn more is by getting up higher here.
Yeah. And particularly add a slight wrist motion at the end. Yeah.
At the top.
Yes. Swing back and forth. Easy, easy, easy. Relax, and your left arm is getting lower. Yes, that's good. Now here. The fact that you have to move the left arm higher does not mean you go out here and then try to lift here. Still, it will be this motion here, but instead of bringing the left arm here, just let it go about here. So you have to pay attention to the motion of the club head and your hands. Okay, no need to swing hard, just easy. No, you're lifting it up. So here, from here, come back here, develop this motion, and go to this position naturally. If you let the club go, you continue that motion, that you will go to this position here. But you are manipulating the club.
Okay.
Particularly, let me show you this, the grip here. Here, when you go to this way, do not do this. Rather, go this way. Move the hands lateral to your body. So instead of keeping the hands in front of your body and just try to use the wrist like this, you are using this dorsiflexion, this is palmar flexion. Instead of using this, use the pronation supination in the forearm, use this motion and this motion here. So when you go to this position, try to keep the wrist this position instead of this here. From here, the same thing, when you go up here, maintain similar wrist position instead of going this way or this way here. So pay attention to the club head motion. So again, let's go easy and slowly move the club head and see how it goes. You lifted it up. You have to let it go more this way here. So on one hand, your hands should go a bit higher and then drop the club head here. Instead of the hands go low and then you keep it really upright. This is what you do.
Okay.
Your left arm is low,
Right.
going low, and then you are maintaining the club high like this. But instead, bring the hands higher and then drop the club head here. So you have to really feel how to align the club head toward the target with this position. Yeah. Yes, that's better. So keep the hands a bit higher and then drop the club head a bit more. Yes. Now let's have a continuous swing back and forth. As soon as you start the motion, it went low here. So here, turn this way. Go this position here instead of going here.
Okay.
This position here. From here, bring it back, and using the motion of the club, momentum of the club, let it go. Let it go, then you'll be in this position instead of forcing it with the flat turn. Again, swing back and forth, feel the motion of the club head. That's better, yeah. And then now use you went down.
I started thinking about the forwards. I started thinking about this.
Yeah, so use your lower body and also. Because currently it's all arms, that's why it's awkward, but swing it just easy with the relaxed wrist and arms, but start using your lower body more. Use your lower body. You are not using your lower body at all. Imagine turning the whole upper body as one unit using the lower body. Swing back and forth. Yeah, feel the motion of the club head. Went to low, low, too high. That's good. That's good. Good. Yes. Low. Good. 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 Low. Yes. So you are, as you repeat the swing, sometimes it's reasonable, sometimes you are going low. So if your left hand goes, and then the right hand stays slightly above the shoulder, then this is good. Mm-hmm. But if the right hand goes about this level here, it's low. Okay. So just try to right on the shoulder. Keep the shoulder slightly above the shoulder. And again, relax your arms. If you feel, here, let me show you this idea. When you really relax the wrist and arm, just feel the motion of the club here. Mm-hmm. I'm not holding it that tight here. Even I released my pinky, and then using 8 fingers here, but I'm not holding it really tight at this point. Just using the body, and feel the motion here. And when you continue this motion, you'll go to this position. So this is, again, small motion. When you repeat this motion and then establish the swing plane here, and then when you continue this motion, the club will be here. So let's make a small oscillation several times, okay, and then bring it back up, and while maintaining the motion. What you do is you're not moving your body at all, only you're using your wrist. But instead, relax here, and you have to use your body to swing it back and forth. And then maintain that motion, bring it up. Yes. To go to your shoulder height, or slight above. Now still on the way you are manipulating with your wrist. Okay. Relax. If you move your body, turn the shoulder enough, then automatically the club goes this much. No need to use your arms. But if you don't turn your shoulder and just try to do this, then it's all arm. Guide the whole thing with the shoulder turn. Okay? You have to turn the whole upper body. Remember, it's shoulder turn driven. In order to turn the shoulder, you have to also use your lower body. Yeah, use the momentum of the club and then let it go. Do not stop it, let it go. It's low. That's good. 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 Low. Low. Good. Low. Good. Good. Low. Good. 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 No. Good. 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 Low. Good. Good, yes. So now you have more goods than low. So this is how you guide the club.
Okay.
You have to pay attention to what your body does in the motion in both directions. If you don't pay attention to what your body is doing, you will do the same thing again and again. There's no way to change it. So what's important is the club head motion, right? Mm-hmm. Club head motion back and forth. You want to generate good club head motion, no matter what. And your arms should have an unobstructed motion. And if your body turns this way and it goes flat here, then your body is already influencing the arm motion.
Okay.
And then from here, then naturally, either you just go that way or intentionally turn the body a lot, then you will pull it this way because you have to do what? Compensation.
That's exactly what I did.
But if you move the club consistently, no need to introduce those compensation motion. So again, now swing back and forth, make a big motion, as large as possible. Do not cut it short. Relax your wrist and arms. Turn your shoulders more, all the way. Let it go all the way, yes. All the way, all the way. And in doing that, try to use your lower body. No need to swing hard, just guide it back and forth and go all the way while maintaining consistent motion plane of the club head. Still at the end, you are using your arms. Yeah. Swing using the body, and then swing and add the arm motion here. At the top, when you start the swing, you have to use the body first, and then bring the arms instead of using the arms.
Okay.
So always start the turn with the body, and then add the arm motion toward the end, and the wrist motion toward the end. Remember the rope swing and the kettlebell swing. No, already your shoulder is not turning much, and you're using just arms here. Instead of intentionally doing anything here, just keep the arms and club passive. Drive everything using your shoulders. So when you have a good shoulder turn here, automatically your arms and the club will turn reasonably here, right? So try to drive everything with the shoulder turn instead of the arm action. Okay. Again. Keep your shoulder turn all the way. Keep your shoulder turn all the way. Yeah. Shoulder turn. Yes. Yes. Swing. Swing. Shoulder turn more. Let it go. And bring the left hands a bit higher. Yep. Yes. Now it's better. It's better. As you start using the shoulders more, then it becomes easier.
I'm trying to hold on so lightly, the club's sliding out of my hands.
Yeah. So you only need that much friction, so that you don't let the club slide. But then just easy. No need to hold it real hard. When you hold the club really hard, that it locks the wrist, and then the whole upper arm, the arm and the club complex becomes rigid. Then you lose a lot of speed there. So shoulder turn, and then try to maintain consistent club motion. On the way down. So at the end of backswing, you just don't let your right arm go up more. You're just holding it here. So everything is stop here and then try to push the right arm.
Okay.
Relax here a bit more. Okay. Relax the wrist, relax arms, relax your shoulders. You're just turning the shoulders to drive everything. Do not hold the right arm right here. No need to intentionally lift this because using the momentum, you will be able to bring the club here. Yes. Yeah. So as long as you don't hold it right here tightly, then you will let it go a bit more. But as I said earlier, you have a right arm time in the swing. So what happens is, perhaps it's because of your practice with the towel underneath your, but you don't let this go, and then just hold it here, stop here. So that's why you lose this mobility here. When you hold your right shoulder too tight, then you will lose the mobility allowed it in your shoulder. No, the point is not this motion. Rather, as you go up, this motion here, giving more shoulder turn, continuous shoulder turn. And then free this slightly. So it's okay to keep the elbow slightly away from your trunk.
Okay.
And then let it go a bit more here. This is good posture here. Wow. And then on the way down, you start using the body first, and then let it go, instead of pushing this down here. Also, on the way up, no need to keep this posture here. Just let it go here.
Okay.
Keep the club head motion continuous and go this way here, instead of intentionally try to go like this. Mm-hmm. This is also because of the instruction, but again, when you relax your wrist, then you will really be able to feel the motion of the club head. That's the main thing. Okay. You have to feel the club head motion and let the club head go around your body without any obstruction. Yes. Even you can close your eyes just to feel the motion of the club head. Yes. Turn, oh, this time you forced it. Just turn your shoulder continuously. Turn your shoulders continuously and then let it go here and then turn your shoulders continuously instead of just to stop here. It's really important to turn the shoulders continuously. You're holding it. Okay, so here's something, this is your homework. As you swing back here, don't try to stop it with your arm here.
Okay.
Just the continuous turn and then see how far you can go.
Okay, and it's okay to bend the left arm like that? Okay.
So make the motion continuous, and the best way to do this is just pay attention to club head motion. Do not alter the club head motion. If on the average, the swing plane, the average swing plane is basically when you connect the ball and your right elbow at setup. So that's the swing plane. It's a reasonable swing plane. It's not too steep or not too flat. Okay. So that's the swing plane. Then move the club along that plane continuously. If you pay attention to club head motion, then you'll be able to maintain this consistent motion. And then when you continue that motion, then you will go to this position. But if you keep the arm low here, then on the way up, you're altering the club head motion.
Okay.
Assume the swing plane. So then, if I connect the ball and your elbow, let's say this is the swing plane here, okay? But because of the anatomical limitation, you cannot really keep the club head always on this plane. So as you approach here, you have to move the hands and club slightly above. Okay, it's going here. So in your goal, just like bring the club to the horizontal position.
Okay.
Okay, this much. So if you lock it here, and then you don't go any further, then you will stop about here.
Which is probably why I hit some shanks.
Yeah. So your goal is to go to this horizontal position here. Keep the club horizontal. Okay? And then because of momentum, it'll go a bit more. This is okay. But try to at least reach this position. Keep the club horizontal during the backswing. Yeah. Now, keep that in mind, and then let's go to the step drills. Let's go to stage 3. Stage 3, your regular stance, but you will have this trigger motion throwing this way, and then using the trigger, you will have really active backswing. The whole purpose of this trigger is from here, the shoulder is turned this way, right? Using this, try to bring it quickly with the shoulder turn. So in order to have active backswing, we're using the trigger, okay? Then trigger, active backswing, and then let it go. So the goal is to have a faster backswing using the trigger. It's good. That motion is really good, but the trigger is a bit small. Yeah, you are responding to the speed really well. So okay, try to bring the trigger in the trigger motion. Try to bring the club at least this high, and then active backswing. Yes. Now, as you do the trigger motion, try to keep it a bit lower, a bit flatter. So give me the trigger motion. Yeah, make it a bit flatter. Here? No, it's too low. But so keep it about this here. Okay. From there, active backswing. Yes.
So should I feel on the follow through? I should feel like I'm here as well. Oh, yeah, I'm definitely not over there. I'm more up there.
You're more going to say using the wrist like this. So what happens is that when you purposefully design the trigger motion, this will affect the motion path in the backswing.
Okay.
Because you are going flat here, then you cannot go flat here. It's really hard.
Okay.
So you have to go a bit
more which I need.
Upward, yeah. So by using the trigger strategically, you will be able to shape the backswing. Yeah. So that is good. So, And even here at the top, you have the tendency of always moving it this way, but let it go slightly this.
At the top?
Yeah, this here, and in the trigger motion.
Okay.
Trigger motion, instead of going like this, you have to use the wrist. Yeah, you are accustomed to this turn here, or this turn here.
Right.
But instead, let it go this way and this way. The back of the hand facing forward. So, no, here, like this.
Oh, the back of this?
Just keep it aligned like this. So this is how you use your wrist. If you start using the wrist here, then you're losing a lot of range of motion here.
Okay.
The most range of motion is actually coming from this motion and this motion here. Go here, swing, and then go here. Yeah, so that way you can actually let the club head go more. The backswing was short, but again, have active backswing. Now make everything smooth, but again, don't try to put a lot of effort in the downswing.
Okay.
Rather, I want you to focus more on the backswing. Try to have more active backswing. On the way down, use about 80% of your normal effort.
Okay.
When you have a good wind-up in the backswing, automatically your downswing will be fast enough. No need to intentionally try to swing. And also, when you do the trigger motion, you already turned your body this way. Instead, from here, still facing that way, and using the leg action, turn this way here. Yeah, instead of already turn here and then just try to use the arm. Yeah, that's a lot better motion. Yes, and then bring it back. The backswing is short. And then you need to relax your arms a little bit. It's too tight. I can see that even from there, you're too tight.
Okay.
And then before you start, your body should move a little bit. If you stand still here, and then really rigid arm here, it's hard to move.
Okay.
Golf swing is all about how you break away from the static position.
Right.
Because the golf swing is overall is a dynamic motion, but we are starting from this static position. But you don't have to have really static position like this. You can move your body a little bit. So ease this and then throw. So this should be a natural and easy motion instead of manufactured motion with a lot of effort. Okay, let's go to stage 3. From there, good trigger, and then faster backswing, a good wind up. Okay, your shoulder wind up. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yes. Ready, go.
Short.
Go.
Short.
Yep. Ready, go. That's better. That's better. Now, take a look at this.
I can feel it now when I stop it short.
That's important. You should know what you're doing.
Yeah, I can feel it when I stop short now.
If you know what you're doing, then you can adjust. So this is the previous one. And then this is the last one here.
Oh, wow.
Now.
Wow.
So when you thought it was short, because the momentum, it was close to horizontal. When you have enough, then it goes beyond horizontal because of the momentum. Now you're using the momentum. You don't let it, you don't try to stop it. But this is good. Mm-hmm. So always use the momentum. It's really important to let it flow. And then all you need to now think about is having continuous motion here. This is a one continuous motion. Mm-hmm. It's not
right.
3 different things, but rather continuous motion. This leads to this motion, and then this leads to this downswing motion. Everything should be continuous. So your body will never stop. Continuously moving, doing the stage 3 again. So no need to put a lot of effort with the arms, but rather using the lower body, try to maintain continuous motion. The feel of continuous motion. And then all in all, what's important is the club head motion. And do not stop it up here. Let the club head go. Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm. All right, stage 3. Now let me record from here. Good trigger and active backswing. Ready, go. Okay, from here. Ready, go. Still, you can go a bit more, right? Mm-hmm. But overall, the flow is really good now. You let the body wind up.
No, yeah.
You're going here and then try to push up, right? This was just
Wow.
But now, if you look at the flow, you have.
That's a lot better.
Yeah. As you repeat this motion again and again, you will resist less here. And you will really enjoy the flow, continuous motion.
And it's the same with all the clubs.
Yes.
So when you're on the course playing and you have the golf ball set up here on the tee, obviously I can't go here and then go.
So you can use stage 3 as your pre-shot routine.
Okay.
As you repeat this more and more, then your body gradually changes the way you move, the way it moves. So even with the regular swing, you will see that your body is moving better and they have a more continuous motion.
So do you almost feel like you have like a little, like, let's say the club is here, so maybe you do like a little mini trigger, like forward and then go?
You can do that.
Yeah.
And then the main thing is when you start the backswing, you have to shift the pelvis away. So we'll work on that. Okay. So for the moment, let's just work on the stage 3. Now, so in this one, stage 3, all you need to worry about is just a continuous motion and a good wind up. Using this motion, have good wind up instead of just holding it here.
Okay.
Try to exaggerate the wind up by using the backswing from the trigger. Yeah. That's good enough. Yeah. Yes. So if you really use the trigger motion, naturally you will go more. Yes. Yeah. So during the backswing, using the momentum, you are going all the way, right? Instead of lifting your arms or, you know.
And as it slows down, the momentum from the club moving this way, I'm already moving left this way, right?
Yeah, we'll work on it later. So for the moment, feel the momentum of the club, make it continuous. Again, trigger and then active backswing. Yes. Yes, that was really good. That was really good. The club head here, in my view, was about here, aligned like this.
Okay.
That was really good. So, as you repeat this motion again and again, you will have less resistance.
Okay.
As your body get used to that pattern. Yeah, yeah. But since you have not used this kind of swing pattern, that's why. But as you repeat this more and more, you will find the more comfortable flow of motion. So, in order to swing hard, all you need to do is have a good wind up. When you have good wind up, then you'll have a good downswing. Yes. Yes. Now you are allowing this rhythm really to settle. This is good. This is good. Now, on the way down, instead of just wind up here and then come down here, we need to add the shift.
Okay.
But in order to add the shift, you have to shift away first.
Okay.
So go from here, from this trigger motion here. As the trigger motion matures here, instead of pulling it down actively or using your arms, let it go and then you intentionally introduce the shift motion. Go here and then shift first and then turn around. So let's focus on that. So keep a good shift away more than anything. No. So when you start the backswing, use the shift first. So in order to have a good shift, then during the trigger motion, you have to shift it this way slightly. From here, shift and then turn around. Oh, wow. it feels like it's a mile, yeah. Right? But actually, because you have wide stance here, no problem. You will be able to control this. So when you have initial shift, it's easy to start the backswing. This is really important for the basically migration to your regular swing. Okay. When you shift, but you stopped here. Shift and let it go enough. So as you give more shift and then turn, one thing you have to pay attention to is to go here and as you shift and turn, make sure your spine is not leaning this way, but rather more going this way here.
Wow.
Reverse pivot
Okay.
posture here. That way it will prevent flat turn here. So again, go here as you shift first and then turn like this. And then you just have to go this way. Okay? Because in your original swing, you just go low here and then try to hit the ball always like this.
Okay.
So you don't really want to do this.
Okay.
But if you really let the club head go, feel the motion of the club, then you're going to this position instead of try to hit the ball like this. So trigger, and then before you turn, trigger and then shift first, and then turn. Okay, turn and then maintain slight reverse pivot posture. Then, because of this initial shift away, you can shift back. Oh, no turn, no turn, no turn. So shift now here, just shift. Wow. This motion is called recentering. So what happens is, here you have a shift away and then recentering. So when you add this motion, then your swing suddenly becomes a completely new animal, very different animal. So now, so make it simple, just to focus on initial shift away. Okay. Shift away and the more reverse pivot posture during the backswing, okay? You already turned it this way. Not turning, but just simply rotating about the spine axis, yeah. Here. Currently, you are trying to both, but no need to worry about recentering.
Okay.
If you have enough shift away, it will trigger that automatically.
Okay.
Just to pay attention to initial shift.
So I'm going this way first?
Yeah. Okay. So always in a given direction, you will have the shift first. When you do shifting motion, you don't turn, okay? So while this is maturing here, while this turn is maturing, you are introducing this shift motion. So actually, as you start shifting, your shoulders are still turning this way. Going this way and then shift. And then now this is completed and you will be able to turn. As it's turning this way, you will have recentering motion automatically. But really, what you need to worry about is having good shift away.
Okay.
Using this motion and then shift away. Use this and shift away instead of go here and then shift and turn at the same time. No, shift first and then turn. So just pay attention to the shift, early shift. That's all you need. Yes, yes. Yeah, so what happens is using the left leg, this is a trigger motion, by pushing the ground with your left leg, you will be able to initiate this shift motion here. It's not intentional moving that way, but just push the left. And then go to a reverse pivot posture at the top. So shift away the reverse pivot. That's all you need. Then everything will follow. Yeah. You hold it here. Let the club go more. Yeah, the whole goal is to move the club actively, right? So, and this is a rhythmic motion here. Throw and then shift. Throw and then shift and then bring it back. Throw, shift and bring it back. Throw and then shift and bring it back. It's happening when you maintain the continuous motion of the club. This will happen automatically, but just emphasize the initial shift. Yeah. Now, yes. Now have a fast backswing using the trigger, But before you turn in the backswing direction, you have a shift motion. That's all you need to pay attention to. So make it throw, shift, and then turn. Throw, shift, and turn. Yes, that's good. Throw, shift, and turn. Swing. Mm-hmm. Still, the motion should be continuous. Motion should be continuous. Yes. But on the way down, you are opening your body early, so that you are shifting this way too much. Okay. So go here, throw, and then shift it this way, and bring it back, and then you are shifting this way first. Shift first, and then just turn around while pushing the left leg, then you will turn like this. You don't let the upper body shift this way too much. Okay. It's a sway. Okay. So always you are pushing the ground outward with your leg. So push out with this. You are shifting this way. Oh, let's practice this. I think it's always the best without the club. Fold your arms, and then lean forward from here. Turn this way and then shift. So here. Turn here and then shift, right? Mm-hmm. While you are shifting, still the shoulders turning a bit more, and then turn. As the shoulder is turning, you are shifting this way, and then let it go. Again, let it go. So go here and let it go. Yeah, practice that. Go and then let it go. Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm. And then, so again, let's do the set by set. So from here, let it go, bring it back, and then let it go. Mm-hmm. And then always try to assume the reverse pivot posture. Otherwise, you will lose the balance. Mm-hmm. Yes, that's the flow. Uh-huh. That's good. That's good. Yeah, but make it continuous instead of sorry. Go, bring it back, and then go. Try to make it everything continuous instead of abrupt. Yeah. Yeah. So what happens is, as you shift, you will still hold it here and shift right. So you'll have more time here. Also here, as you shift, you are holding this position, delaying the opening of the chest. So you have more time, and then let it go. Go here, here, and then let it go here, and turn, 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 this rhythm. Yes, now it's continuous motion. Exactly. Turn, 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 turn. The backswing turn is synchronized. The last three in the backswing turn, the shift and turn was synchronized. Here. Turn, 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 turn. Yeah. Now, automatically, you're using your lower body a lot now. Yeah. So that's what it means by engaging your lower body. So try to have that kind of feel. And then, so in other words, toward the end of the trigger motion, while the shoulders are still turning, you will initiate the shift. And also during the backswing, toward the end of the turn, you will initiate the shift toward the target and then turn around. So make everything continuous. Remember, the shoulders are turning continuously, the lower body is moving continuously. Okay, let's go to stage 3. Have good trigger, fast backswing, and add that shift motion. But during the backswing, again, turn shoulder more and then go to reverse pivot. Make sure you are actually going into a reverse pivot position. So during the backswing, you shift first, right? And then turn here. Instead of moving the spine this way, just a turn here, then you will go to this position. Yeah. Wow. Because you're always holding it here.
Okay.
When you hold it here, it's really difficult to go to a reverse pivot position. You're going more this way here.
Okay.
If you let it go, so lift this up a bit more, naturally you will be able to go to reverse pivot position. But again, stage 3. Stage 3. So make it continuous. No, stage 3. Stage 3, let's do a set by set.
Okay.
Use the trigger well and then have active backswing. Make it continuous. The trigger was a bit too small. Make sure you let it go about here. So essentially, using the trigger, you want to turn your shoulders. With that, you will have active shoulder turn in the backswing. It's good flow, okay? Good flow. And then kick the ground outward with your legs. Push outward, okay? That will give you a lot better control of the shift motion. It's all about pushing the ground, push out, and then push out. That way, actually, it will limit your upper body motion. So currently, I emphasize more exaggerated shift motion. But as you get more skillful, as you start pushing the ground better outward, then you can limit this motion. So you don't have to move the upper body actually a lot. When I demonstrate the shift motion, almost going this way, right? To emphasize that you have to really let your body go that way. But when you have a good control with the legs, as you have this motion, your upper body does not move that much.
Okay.
Because you have this space here. Right. So initially, let's exaggerate the shift motion, but as you get more skillful, you will be able to reduce the motion. Yeah, so all your goal is, still up there, your wrist is quite tight. Keep a little bit of intentional wrist motion. Yeah. And then on the way down, draw the sword. Okay. That's not enough. That's not enough. The easiest way to draw a sword is go high enough and start from here and draw instead of try to do this.
Okay.
Not here. Here. From here, bring it down. Again, stage 3. And then when you start the downswing, hold this position a bit more, and then just do the recentering, and then turn around. If you delay opening of the shoulder, then you'll have a lot faster swing.
Okay.
So on the way down, if you open your body early, then your arms are pretty much going this way here.
Okay.
When you delay, then the arms are going down here.
Okay.
Down here, and then turn around. So more the arms are coming down this way instead of going here.
Okay.
Yeah, again, using a trigger and the active backswing. Yeah, basically what I see is that you are
My brain is thinking
too
about
static here.
I'm thinking about two different things.
Yeah, easy here, and then start the motion. Mm-hmm. Okay, ready? That's good. Okay, ready, go. Go. Ready, go.
Still short?
You're not giving enough time here, so
Okay.
you see, you
Oh,
go
yeah.
about here and cutting short. It's because you try to always come down early. Almost, if I exaggerate, so stay here. It's almost like this. I would stay a bit more back. See what I do. If I exaggerate this, I wait until
Right.
I make several steps. So when you have a good here, wind up. So here's just this is the one. Okay, let's try one more thing. So as you recenter, as you move this way, try to turn your shoulder more this way. So going more like this and then swing. That's all you need to worry about this time. Okay. So just to continue the backward turn while you are initiating. Your hands ended up about here.
Start thinking about other things.
More than anything, more than in your case, bring the hands higher above your shoulder. That's the minimum.
Okay.
If you don't do that, then everything just goes short here. You have to use your arms.
Okay.
And then these two are compatible. Bringing the hands higher and then also turning the shoulder more. These are compatible movements. So they're not conflicting each other. No. Always, when you come up, you are using this position, but let it go more this way here. The club head will keep moving, and then you have to allow it moving. Then you will go to this position. You're always bringing it like this. Mm-hmm. That's why you end up high here, and your hands are low here. You have to change this.
Okay.
I keep saying the wrist position is here. On the way here, the wrist should be here, like this. But if you don't let it go, if you just keep doing this, and then you end up here.
Right.
If you raise your arms higher, then way crossover posture, right?
Right.
You have to let the club head go along the way it was moving. So again, in the backswing, this is important to let the wrist go this way here.
Okay.
Okay? Instead of going here and hold it here with the tight arm here. Let it go. Let the club head go. Yeah. So actually, this position is not bad. Actually, this position is not bad as long as you let the club head go around your body.
Okay.
But if you hold it and stop here, then you tend to go too flat. Okay? So let the club head go during the backswing. Yes. So in terms of the club head motion, do not try to manipulate on the way back. Just let it keep moving. Okay? Again, stage 3. And then when you start the downswing, maintain that close the shoulder position, keep your back toward the target, and then start the downswing. Short.
Forget about the shift, forget about everything else.
No, here. If you really let your shoulder, the wrist and the arms go here, this is the motion you can do. Let it go, let the club head go all the way. Without holding your arms tight, okay, wrist tight,
Right.
you can generate a lot of speed. My muscles are a lot weaker than yours. Okay?
How about that?
But because I use my body and then right sequence, that's why I create the speed. Again, relax your wrist and then let the club head go, continue the motion. So your goal here is really simple. Let the club shaft reach this horizontal position. Okay, no matter what.
Okay.
If you let this happen, then actually it will go a bit more. Okay?
Okay.
So this is your goal during the backswing. Instead of manipulating the club motion with your arms, let the club move and then try to reach the horizontal shaft position.
Okay.
When that happens, everything come together. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So when that happens, automatically you will delay the downswing turn because you have
farther.
you have a larger range of motion here.
Right.
Yeah, again, stage 3. Active trigger with that speedy backswing, and then let the club head go all the way.
I actually saw that out of the corner of my eye.
Yeah. When you have that much club motion, you have to use your body on the way down. Yes. Can you feel that you're using your body more? Yeah.
I can feel it. I'll feel it a lot more later, I'm sure.
Yes. Now you will be able to use your body more and more with that. Yes. Now I will record this again. Ready, go. Oh, that's the key in your case. If you don't let let your arm to stop the club, then let it go more, then everything goes really well. Ready, go. Yeah. So then you're giving more wind up. Naturally, on the way down, you will be able to take advantage of it. The muscles get longer when you have a more wind up. Then your muscles can generate more force.
Okay.
You see?
Oh, wow.
Now you don't stop and then let it go. Look at this.
Wow.
The motion is flowing. You're waiting until to that position, right? Yeah. So you are not rushing. Wow.
A long time since I had the club back that far. It's a big difference.
Look at this. This is really short, right? Now this is the last one. Look at that. And then this will be an interesting comparison to your initial swing.
Wow. It's a big difference.
Yeah. You are getting used to this rhythm. Yeah, this is very short. You are using arms quite a bit here. But if you look at the last one, the flow is a lot better. Why? You will let the body, take advantage of the range of motion. Yeah. When you have sufficient range of motion, then you don't have to quickly stop it, and then you don't need to rush, right? This is good progress. Okay. So all you need to do is just let the body keep moving using the momentum. The main purpose of this stage 3 is to develop momentum early on.
Right.
Using the momentum, let it continue instead of cutting short here. Right? Again, stage 3. So now we'll migrate to your regular swing, but stage 3 first. Yes. Now, imagine that you have a regular swing here. Okay, so without the trigger motion. And then in the regular swing, the key is giving good shift away.
Okay.
Initially. So before you start the motion, let it shift and then turn around and again give enough
Because
turn.
you don't have the momentum.
Yeah. So you'll have to use the body motion to generate similar effect. And no need to rush it down. Okay, your goal is to have enough wind up. Yeah. Yes. We're talking about very different.
I can feel it now.
Yeah, we're talking about very different swing here. Yeah. So stage 3 as your pre-shot routine, and then regular swing. Yes. And then you tend to have a bit lower hand pad, so you have to let it go and just bring the hands a bit higher. Do the stage 3 first. Stage 3, and remember that rhythm, and then do the regular swing. Okay. Remembering that, and then go to your regular swing. Yeah, that was about horizontal. You can go a bit more. Okay. Yeah, but now you are using your body a lot better now. You are starting the downswing with the body motion.
You almost have to when the club's back here. You don't have anywhere else to go.
Yeah. So stage 3. That's good flow. Yes. So now when you create this backswing, when you're creating the backswing, you are using your body instead of using the arm. So here, good stage 3 and then let it go. And then in the regular swing, you're actually generating this good turn using the body, and also using the body and then let it go. This is the key, engaging your body more. Yeah, again, stage 3 and the regular swing. Yeah, so in your image, when you do the backswing, not only just bringing it here, but you're having this recentered position. This is all part of the backswing.
Okay.
So instead of just bringing it up, you also have to have slightly shifted position. This is the whole thing should be in your image. Yeah. So from here, up to this position, up to this position, and then let it go. And then try to have the backswing straight so that you can have more time at the top. Okay, stage 3. Now with that imaging, you started with the arms. So you have to use the body shift, and then you will be able to recenter. So here, again, always if you, without shifting, you try to bring it here, that you have to use your arms. But when you have good shift and bring it, shift and. Okay. So, but try to have really fast backswing. Okay. So stage 3, and then in the regular swing, try to have a really fast backswing. Yes, with that image here, and then try to have a fast backswing, and then enough backswing. Yes. Fast end, large enough backswing. A bit, it was a bit flat, okay, but let it go a bit higher. Stage 3. Yeah, that was short, but the speed was good. The backswing speed was good.
Just catching myself. Do stage 3 again.
Yes. So in your regular swing, in the backswing, if you try to come down quickly, that doesn't work. Your goal is to have enough wind up here in the backswing. Enough wind up, then automatically you will have good downswing. So when you have a regular swing, don't try to to hit it hard, but rather good wind up. Okay. Stage 3. Yeah, you're using your body a lot better. Now, when you start the backswing, internally, imagine that you are having this trigger motion. Okay, although you're not moving, but here, internally, the trigger and bring it back. Okay. So when you have imaginary trigger motion, your body will move slightly with that, and then start the backswing. So instead of starting from a stationary position, always try to, you have to prepare your body.
I was asking about, like on the course with the ball there, like how do you do that?
So always you have imaginary trigger. With that, you will time everything with that. So if you have the feel of overall tempo here with the stage 3, Vijay Singh, if this is the tempo, then here, although you are not doing the trigger motion, but Vijay Singh, so you can maintain that tempo.
Okay.
So always what we have to pay attention to is in the stage 3, you have to pay attention to the overall composition, temporal composition. And then when you don't have the trigger motion, still maintain that tempo. But you are using your body a lot better now. So this is something you have to work on in the long term.
Right.
So you have to reduce the gap between stage 3 and your regular swing. So always use the stage 3 as your pre-shot routine. Okay. And then remembering that overall flow, and then try to come up with. So in order to have a faster backswing, you have to use the leg action here. If you just try to go here, you will use lift your arms. So from here, this will give you light right foot, right? Here, and then stomp it, and then turn back, right? This motion, you can have similar things. So imagine you have this, you have trigger motion. So if you use the legs actively, say stage 3. This is okay. This is okay. Your stage 3 is really good now. Have confidence. So remember that, and then imagine a trigger, but your leg action. Yes, that will help. Okay. So now let me record stage 3 and your regular swing. Okay, ready, go stage 3 and the regular swing. Mm-hmm. Go stage 3 and the regular swing. Mm-hmm. It was short.
Yeah, I felt it.
It was short. Yeah, this is your challenge. You have to overcome that. Okay, ready, go stage 3 and regular. Stage 3 and regular. Your stage 3 is really good now.
Okay.
You can naturally do this.
A little short.
Yeah. So you have to give enough turn. Again, this is your stage 3.
A little short.
This should be a body-driven turn here. So when you start the backswing, still, from here it's easy to use the body. From here, instead of using the arm early, still it should be body-driven, and then add the arm motion here. That way you can go farther.
Okay.
But if you lift your arm and then you will try to stop the arm here. So start the backswing with the arm turn, the body turn, and add the arm motion. Again, stage 3. Pull it out and put it back. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Start the backswing with the body turn first and then add arm motion. Yes, that's better. That's better. But in the regular swing, you tend to go flat in the backswing. So.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Body turn and then bring the arms up. That's better. Yeah.
I can start to feel it now.
Yeah.
I can feel the club head now.
Yeah.
That one didn't go all the way here. It was a little better.
Yeah. So let's record this again. Really important. What's important is you have to know what you're doing.
Right.
Okay. Okay. Ready. Go. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes, very good. So in the end, although I emphasize the fast backswing, but when everything is right, then you don't have to really hurry in the backswing,
Right.
but rather pay attention to the body-driven backswing. Okay, ready, go. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes, you have enough motion there. So this is good. So always try to use stage 3 as your pre-shot routine, and then your normal swing. Okay. So let's try to hit the ball this time. So again, stage 3 as your regular swing, and then hit the ball. Can you feel the speed?
Oh, yeah. I'm sure you end up with these all over the place.
Yeah. So I bought more balls. It's in my office. Again, stage 3 as your regular swing. Stage 3 and your regular swing. Ah, look at this, the power. Yeah. So when you repeat the step drills, this is what happens. Overall, your flow will improve quite a bit. Your stage 3 is really good.
Okay.
So without intentional effort, now you are getting into that rhythm. So you're getting more used to the stage 3 rhythm. Right. So now let me record this. So stage 3 and regular swing. Ready, go. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, I can hear the sound.
Yeah.
You're becoming a monster. Yeah, when you use your body better, then you can actually get a lot more from your swing. Okay, ready, go. Mm-hmm. Go. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so always try to use stage 3 as your preset routine.
Okay.
And then do the regular swing. First, look at your stage 3. Now, without even thinking,
Right.
yeah, you are removing that resistance. Okay, so again, look at this.
It's really good. Still need a little lower body,
Yeah,
I can
but
see.
unless you are really serious here, unless you really hold your body tight, if you can do this much turn here, then from here, when you have a good weight shift, you can also create that much motion. Right. But when you start the regular swing,
Yeah.
you're so stiff here. That's why you don't know how to start this.
Right.
Remember, if you have good flow, natural flow here, then here is the same thing here. Mm-hmm. If you use the body the same way. So this is something you have to eventually work on. Yeah.
Okay.
So how to reduce the gap between the stage 3 and your regular swing. Okay? Whew. But as you can see in your stage 3, it's a
lot better.
Heaven and earth difference.
Yeah, it's a lot better.
One last time, let's
One
take.
more?
No,
Okay.
one last time. Let's take a look at your initial swing and
I'm afraid now.
the last one.
Well, I've always known it was a little short, but I never really could figure out how to get
Yeah.
it turned back better.
So using the momentum, you
Right.
can increase the range of motion quite a bit. So once your body is used to that rhythm, it's not a problem. You see,
That's the
go
beginning.
low here and then try to push.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the last one.
Wow.
Oh, look at this, the flow.
Definitely doesn't look like the same swing.
You see.
It's just a little shorter on the
Yeah, but
on
you're
the
using your
regular
body
swing.
a lot better now.
Yeah.
And more importantly, again, you have to feel the actual rhythm, whether you are going from here in the swing here, or still from here. If you look at me, I have a little bit of a low body motion before I start,
Right.
because I want to create the same thing here. So from here,
Yeah. So you're trying to get that internal clock in your
so
body.
here, yeah. So what happens is when I start is stand on this left side and then going to the right side. Swing, swing this versus.
Mm-hmm.
Stand on this side, lift the right heel, and then going to this.
Okay.
So you can So come up with this kind of strategy.
Right.
To,
I just need to go back and forth between the stage 3 and the regular swing
Yeah.
on video and stage 3 video and just
And particularly when you start the backswing, no rigid posture here.
It's because my brain is thinking about 12 different
Yeah,
things.
here. So feel this motion, then from here, feel this motion here, and then from here. And when you have a good pattern with the driver, automatically you will use that pattern in the iron swings.
Okay.
If the driver distance increased by 30 yards, I can see that you can increase by that much.
Really?
No problem. If the driving distance goes 30 yards more, then your iron swing will give you about 10 plus gain.
Wow.
Okay? So just to trust the rhythm and the
And
flow.
everything- it's the same with the irons and it's
Yeah.
the same sort of
Yeah,
rhythm.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
All righty.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate your time.